So we're gonna get a haircut today. Well, we're not gonna get the whole haircut. I'm just gonna do a cleanup. We're gonna talk about racism in Colombia and how is it, if it's bad, race relationships, and what to expect when you come to Colombia and what the situation is. Do you think that Colombia is a place that has a lot of racism or not really?
You can find more racist people in Colombia. Depends on the state you are.
Interesting.
Like a lot of people say there's more like racism in
Dating wise,
why?
between races. Like, so if a black guy comes
What's the
here,
question?
between races.
Dating what?
Dating between races, like a black guy dating, like, I don't know, Colombian white girl or white girl, even though they're not white, but you know, like, does it matter? Is it difficult? How is the situation?
Back in that bag again. Whoa, yeah. Hey. Back in that, yeah. Tell them to watch.
Ayo. We are back again with
Mr. Tao, yeah, Mr. Barbershop, Mr. Cut.
yes.
Good son is back to home. Yeah, he's back home. Yeah,
We are back.
Yeah,
Oh, that's new. That picture frame.
Oh yeah, that's and the other one is new as well.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So we are here getting a cut. My first official Colombian haircut. I've been waiting for a long time.
But you said you were coming in January, but you couldn't. But
Yeah, I know.
it's good in a way.
Because I'm not gonna go back home for like maybe a year, maybe 2 years. Like, I'm gonna be in the road for a long time.
For a long time.
Yeah, long time.
How? When you say long time, what is long time for you?
1 year, 2 years.
Oh.
I'm gonna go to South America, a lot of countries, and then another continent.
Pretty cool.
So yeah.
All right, interesting.
So we're gonna get a haircut today. Well, we're not gonna get the whole haircut. I'm just gonna do a cleanup.
I'm just gonna clean you up. Like, I'm gonna do the shape and maybe with a clipper. I'm gonna just like it clean you up a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
And then in a few days, I'm coming back for the real one.
Make you look good, so good.
Thank you. I
You
appreciate
deserve
it.
it. You deserve more than it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So we're gonna get that done today.
Yeah.
So today the topic that we're gonna talk about with Mr. Cut, which is a local Colombian. He speaks English, and he speaks French too, right?
Je parle un peu, oui.
You see? So we're gonna talk about racism in Colombia and how is it, if it's bad, race relationships, and what to expect if you come to Colombia and what the situation is.
Yeah.
So, it's opinion based. We are talking about opinions and experiences. So don't get too emotional. Don't get too carried away. Everyone has their opinion and different experiences, but we gotta accept each other's opinions and experiences while we're doing the cut.
Okay.
So how do you feel? Like, do you think that Colombia is a place that has a lot of racism or not really?
Well, let me tell you something. My brother, I always say there is racism everywhere in the world.
Okay.
Everywhere you go, you find racism. No matter where. Colombia is not the exception. There's racism. There's racist people here as well. But to me, I think if I can compare Colombia to other places, like maybe the United States, I think maybe Colombia is not that racist, bro. Because I think it's because we didn't live slavery like you live there, in the States.
Okay.
Right? So I think that's like the main reason. But over here, there are some people who is racist, and to me that's normal. That's something that is is going to end never in life. Yeah, that's gonna last for I think for the rest of the human story, for human history.
Yeah.
Sorry. And but look, you know something. I have never felt discriminated.
Ah, well, you see, that's something.
Because
you
I
speak
never,
from experience.
I never paid too much attention to
Ah.
it. Me personally,
Yeah.
I never paid too much attention to it. I think it depends on how people. I mean, let's talk about us. I mean, like African Colombian people.
Yeah.
It depends on the perception you have and how you feel about being black or not. Right.
Okay.
So to me, it's like if I wear white, or if it doesn't matter my race. I just feel what I am. I don't care if someone is treating me bad because I'm black, or to me that's normal. That's their problem. It's not my problem. I think that's why I never feel like the racist.
But you never felt like you never felt it. You never felt someone maybe was discriminating against you. You never felt it. Not to say that it never happened, but it never happened that bad that it was so obvious that you could see.
Maybe it has happened. Some people they do racist joke.
Okay.
You know, some white friends, they do for example, could you please smile for the picture? For example,
Okay.
That's racism.
Okay.
But to me, it's. I mean, I don't pay attention to it.
Interesting.
I don't know. I don't know what their intention really is. If they wanna make me feel bad, or they wanna be cool to me. But I don't care about the intention. It's just that I don't pay attention to it. I just live my life and I just keep running, keep walking, that's it.
I like that because a lot of people they tell me, because me, so far, knock on wood, because anything can always happen. But so far, I never felt that neither. And when I'm walking around, not everyone thinks I'm a foreigner, right? Because the way I dress, the way I walk,
you're local. I
try
told you that the first
Yeah,
time.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's only when I talk, but I try when I don't talk and I'm just walking. But I never, in the States or in Canada, when I walk sometimes and some a lady's gonna turn around and see that I'm walking and she's gonna get a little bit scared or something. Here, I don't get that. People don't react like that when I walk around and when I pass. I don't have people thinking that, I'm gonna do something bad. It really rarely happens,
That's on your mind, as I said. That's on your mind. I mean, if you're just thinking about it, you can find it very easy. If you're thinking about,
if you search for it, you'll find it.
Yeah, that's what I think. I don't know, but to me, it's I don't give a.
I like
don't give a
that.
damn.
That's a good way to see it. I like the way you see it. Okay. So guys, you see, it's not always going to be I think that.
But look, I'm sorry for interrupting you.
Go for it.
It depends. We're talking about Colombia, racism in Colombia. Yeah, I told you there's racism all over the world, but you can find more racist people in Colombia. Depends on the state you are.
Interesting.
A lot of people say there's more racism in Bogota, for example, than in other places. For example, I'm here in Medellin.
Medellin, exactly.
There's racism here in Medellin, but you almost never fight against someone for being racist. I mean, that's soft. I mean, if you go to Barranquilla, if you go to Cartagena, that's different because there's also a lot of people, black people there. So they learn how to live without African Colombian people. So yeah, I think it is also a matter of a context.
Why do you think there's more racism in Bogota? Why do you think so?
What?
Why do you think there's more racism in Bogota?
I don't really know. Maybe I don't really know. For real, I don't really know about. Even I haven't had so many chances to go to Bogota. I've been there like only like 5 times in my life, and I have never pictured it. I have never.
You never felt it, okay? But you heard people saying that.
I had a lot of people saying that. Maybe that, I don't know if that's real or that's their problem, but a lot of people say in Bogota the thing is quite different.
Interesting. I can tell you in Canada there is, but you know, there's a lot of people that pretend that they're not. But it's, you know, sometimes people, you know, there's a little bit of hypocritical situation a little bit, because they're gonna pretend like, oh, you know, oh, we love everyone and we like everyone, but in truth, what they really think might be different. Here, I feel like, you know, because one thing about Colombia I feel is that a lot of people in their family, they're mixed. Like they have a cousin that's black, or they have an aunt that's darker, or they have, you know, so there's a lot of mixing going on here compared more than in Canada, in my opinion.
Right, got you.
You know, so I think that makes it different.
Yeah, but anyway, the thing is that if you say you came to Colombia and you found a lot of racism, I could say that's not really true. You can find it, but not to say not to qualify Colombia as a racist country.
Okay,
right?
okay,
Not
okay.
enough to, you know what I'm saying? Exactly.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Very
that's cool.
interesting. So guys, we'll see what the result of that cut is. I'm excited to see that. Okay. So this is what it's looking like right now. It ain't over yet, but this is what it's looking like right now. It's already looking better than it did before. Am I lying?
It's looking better now, yeah.
But we ain't done yet. But I wanted to ask you, Tai,
Yeah,
Mr. Cut. Like in Colombia, right? Like for black people in Colombia, like the Afro Colombian, I hear sometimes people call them like negro, because it's the color black is negro, so that's what it's called. But like, is there like an offensive way to say it that people don't like, or is it is it like really politically correct here, or people don't really care? Like, what's the situation?
Okay. Look.
Yes.
There are many ways to call an African Colombian. There are several ways. There are several ways to call an African Colombian person here. Like one of the most common is negro. Yeah, like this.
Okay.
Like negro, like black, right? And a lot of people feel offended because of the word. Yeah. But I think most, or maybe I don't know if most of African Colombian people feel bad. Well, it depends. It depends. It's not only the word.
It's how they sing it.
It's how they say it.
Okay.
But okay, they sometimes call us negro. Sometimes they call us. A cool way to call it is here in Colombia is Nietzsche. Some people call us Nietzsche. Say Nietzsche, hey Nietzsche, hey what's up Nietzsche? Like
I didn't know that one.
Hey Nietzsche, ¿cómo estás? Hey Nietzsche. So I think so far I haven't seen any African Colombian person who feels bad towards that way of calling it. Yeah, like Nietzsche is cool. Another cool way could be like Moreno. But Moreno is not like it's not always a black person.
Okay.
Some people like mixed people, like you know, like between black and white, like
like the girl that I showed you.
Huh?
Like the girl.
Exactly, like
okay.
light skin. They call us Moreno. But they also call us Moreno when we're really black, right?
Okay.
But a lot of people don't like to be called Moreno because Moreno is also a last name here. So like your name is Eddie, you could be like Eddie Moreno.
Eddie Moreno, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
So a lot of people don't like it. But the coolest way is like Nietzsche, like some other people say morocho.
Morocho.
I don't like that word. I don't like that. Morocho is like, to me, I found it disrespectful.
Disrespectful.
Exactly.
Disrespectful.
Disrespectful. I found it like this. I don't like it. And to me, it sounds very strong, right? And a lot of people don't like it as well. But I think the coolest way is like Nietzsche. Nietzsche and Moreno is cool as well, but a lot of people don't like it, right?
I get you. Okay. So Moreno, Nietzsche, Negro, but Negro is not an offensive word here. So if you're walking around in Colombia and someone calls you, "Hey, Negro," it's not a disrespectful.
I told you it depends.
It depends.
Like you walking around and someone wants to ask you for the time, for example. Hey, Negro, me da la hora, por favor. Hey, Negro, like, could you please tell me the time?
Okay.
That's offensive because
That's offensive.
that's
okay.
a black guy you don't know. If maybe you know each other, like your friends. Hey, Negro, like, it depends, right?
Okay.
Me, for example, my white friends, they call me Negro. I don't care. They call me Negro in a cool way. Well, sometimes could be like they call me like this, and that's not a cool way. But as I told you, I don't pay attention to that.
Yeah, because life is too short, man. Me, like, being offended is a lot of energy. You give a lot of energy out when you're offended by stuff. You know, sometimes I walk in Central, and like they want to sell me something or give me something and say, "Hey, Negro." I don't care.
Exactly.
I don't care.
But anyway, it depends on how you say it. Here in Colombia, it depends on how you say it. But in the end, that's a rough word.
That's a rough
Yeah,
word.
that's a rough word.
Okay.
Doesn't matter how you say it, but that's a rough word. Some people don't pay too much attention to it, but to me, that's not the right word. Right?
Perfect. So,
Yeah, that's it.
so guys, I'm going to see y'all at the end of this for the final result and the final topic. Because I have another question for you. I think it's the question that maybe you all were waiting for me to ask. So I'm going to see y'all in a few.
Okay, well, now the question is back to you.
Yeah.
How is racism there in your country, in Canada? How's the racism? How you feel racism right there?
Well, for me, it depends. It really depends
It always
on
depends,
it depends on the section of Canada, in my opinion. Also, for example, right? Like I'm from Montreal, let's say. Montreal is like a big city. It's a little bit like, it's not like, but I mean comparable. If we want to compare, we could say Medellin, but it's not. I don't like Medellin, but we could say like proportionally, like how important it is for the country.
Right.
So yeah, that would be Montreal, right? So in Montreal, it has a lot of different cultures, a lot of different ethnicities, a lot of different people from all around the world that come here. So, like, it's gonna be very rare that, like, it's not everywhere. It's very rare. Like, for example, me, the racism I'm talking about is, I'm more interested in the racism with girls, in dating. Like, are girls into guys of other ethnicities? You know? And also, for example, if I want to get an apartment, are people going to be suspicious because of my color? That's the type of racism like that. And also when I'm walking in the street, are people going to think that I'm going to rob them because I'm black? Right? So in Montreal, I'm be honest with you, it's not that much in Montreal. In Canada, it's not that much, but I would say it's a lot less than in Colombia. It has more to do with money, I find. If you got a decent, if you're not poor, they don't really care what color you are. I don't know if it's good or if it's bad. I'm not saying it's good or bad, but if you're middle class, you know, you're in the middle, you're in the average of everyone. They don't really care what color you are, in my opinion. But in Montreal, whether you're rich, whether you're poor, they will care more about the color that you are.
They care more.
Yeah. But dating, girls are really interested in black guys, for example. Black guys might get a date more easily than a white guy in Canada. Might.
Right.
You know, some girls are really into Asian guys.
Right.
So you find girls that are into different type of guys. So if I have to compare Medellin to over there, I would say racism in Medellin is less than in Canada, from my experience.
Yeah.
You know, now that's only from how I see it.
Yeah, as I told you before, it always depends. It always depends on the location we're talking about. Like, I think some place there's more racism in some places than in others. And it also depends on the person who is being treated like with racism, right? That's it. Because if you're if you got it on your mind always, you can get in problem very easily. But if you don't care too much about it, yeah, it always depends on a lot of situations.
That's true. All right, guys. So I'll see y'all for real next time for the final result and the final topic. So see you in a couple of minutes. Guys, this is the final result.
This is the final result.
So this is what we're working
There
with.
you are, my brother.
And this is not even the full cut. This is just a cut in between.
But tell me, is this real what were you looking for?
That was definitely what I was looking for.
Okay.
That was definitely what I was looking for.
Okay. I'm really glad you like it.
I love it.
Okay.
So let me ask you a final question.
Yeah.
Dating wise,
Dating wise?
between races. Like, so if a black guy comes
What's the
here,
question?
between races.
Dating what?
Dating. Between races. Like a black guy dating, like, I don't know, a Colombian white girl or a white girl, even though they're not white. But like, does it matter? Is it difficult? How is the situation? Is it easy for a black guy to,
I think that's another topic because,
It's another topic that we're going to have to address.
Yeah, because, if you're talking about dating,
Yes.
man.
Well, maybe that's going to be...
Why are you laughing?
I want to get the answer.
Man, they like black guys.
They like black
They
guys.
just like it. They just like us.
All colors.
Why? Don't ask me why. I just tell you this. They just like us. I don't know why.
So
they know why.
They know why. Oh, okay. So guys,
I don't know why. They know why.
They know why. So guys, we'll let you draw your own conclusion. All right. So guys, this is the final cut. This is it. Make sure you support this. What's the address here?
What?
The address.
Yeah, address?
Yeah.
Calle, may I say that in English or Spanish?
Calle, street, calle.
35, 35. Número 8009, 8009. Yeah, that's the address.
And I'm gonna put the how do you say, the direction. I'm gonna put the address in the comments. In the comments
Yeah,
and in the bio.
Uh-huh.
And also, I tag him here, so make sure you
Exactly,
follow his barbershop so you can send him a message when you come through. Make sure you come. It's the best barbershop in Medellin. He speaks English.
I appreciate it.
There's the only barbershop I go to when I'm in Colombia. I'd rather wait until I'm here.
Okay,
So make sure you come.
I
But
appreciate it, my brother.
are we seeing you for another topic next time?
Yeah, for real.
So this is not the end. So make sure you hit the subscribe, hit the follow, and when you're in Medellin, come through and say what's up. So on that note, I'm out. Eddie Goes Hollywood. Tai.
License, right.
See y'all later.